Hello there, welcome along to LFC TV's Premier League review show here on YouTube. The full show is available in our members area. Now, it was a great point on Saturday at the Etihad with Trent Alexander-Arnold's first goal of this season, making sure Liverpool stay just that 1 point behind the champions. And it was a great goal, Neil, with big moments at both ends of the pitch.
What a goal, yeah. We all enjoyed that one, didn't we? Jumping about wherever you were celebrating this one. The difference between going 2-0 down and 1-1 was this save from Alisson. So he makes this save. City are pushing to get this second goal. It's a brilliant save. Now, I've counted from when he made the save to when Trent puts the ball in the back of the net, 26 seconds. That was the difference from being 2-0 down to 1-1. We turned defence into attack very quickly. We'll show you how we do that shortly. Gravenberch's involved. Diaz is involved as well. A couple of substitutes there. I think he probably means the ball for Gakpo, but it falls nicely to Salah. Little ball inside. Trent joins the attack. It's a brilliant finish. It is a top finish from Trent. So here we go. So this is how the goal comes about. City are looking for that second goal. We mentioned about the save from Alisson, didn't we? We clear the ball to Ryan Gravenberch. This is where he picks the ball up. He's pretty much in his own penalty area. And this is one of his strengths. This is one of the things that Ryan Gravenberch does very well. The ability to travel with the ball, that dribbling ability. 1v1 with the City midfield player there. He drives past him. And all of a sudden he's in City's half. He's carried the ball a long way into a position where we can get at that City defence. I've now highlighted Trent. Trent's gone into the central midfield role to see where can I get involved. The movement's key from Gakpo. Gakpo movement is brilliant. As a centre-forward, it's unselfish. He's running away to create space for Trent. He takes away one of the defenders, and that's what gives the space for Trent. Trent can go into Gakpo's space rather than Gakpo being there. Ball out of his feet, and it's a lovely finish, hard and low across the goalkeeper. So here we go. Here's that save from Alisson. I also liked the calmness. So we said about the save, but rather than panic, just clear the ball anywhere. Look at McAllister there. He's an experienced player, just calm. Nice and calm in a situation where a lot of players could panic. A little 10-yard pass, there we go to Gravenberch. You go and have a run, stretch your legs, which is what he does. There's the save from behind the goal for you. Big save. See Haaland takes a slight deflection off Virgil van Dijk. That's brilliant from Alisson, it really is, to stop City going 2-0 up. So there you go, the save, the little pass from McAllister, Gravenberch's run. And there you go, one last angle to show you of Trent's finish. Ball out of his feet. And again, a little bit like Haaland, you know, taking it early. Because if he doesn't take it early, he may well get tackled there, hard and low. And we've all seen the celebrations. It's been on social media all week, and we enjoyed that one.
Yeah, a little message to the crowd, though, which I'm sure went down very well with the City faithful. We are going to dive a little bit deeper, actually, into Trent in just a moment. Before that, though, worth pointing out to you that Mo Salah's assist means that Manchester City are now his favourite opponent. 17 goals and assists. That is one more than the 16 he has against United. He consistently turns it on in the big games.
Yeah, well, even in a game where he doesn't have a shot, which he didn't, he still contributes, doesn't he, massively. You have to say that with that goal contribution. He could have looked for a shot himself, but played the ball into Trent to get that assist, and they're great numbers. Contributing in big games. Got United coming up. Hopefully he can do another one there.
Absolutely, but as much as that table there looks good for Trent, looks good for Mo, rather, it was Trent, I'm getting them mixed up, who caught the eye on Saturday, not just for the goal, but the all-round display. It was a deserved man of the match.
Magnificent, because he had to be a right-back. He had to be a right full-back to deal with the threat of Doku, but also know that he has to get into that midfield role to influence the game and get on the ball, because he's so good when he does that. So we've highlighted him in that central midfield role. You can see there, we lose the ball. Look at his reactions. We've lost the ball, but I need to get back into that right full-back position to stop the threat of Doku on the counter-attack. That was really good defending when we lose the ball. Here again, you can see decision-making. He could be tempted to nick the ball there. Haaland goes down, it's a penalty. Stays on his feet. Decision-making really key there to stop any kind of penalty. On the ball, this is what you want, Trent. In these sort of areas, very nearly finds Jota for a goal-scoring opportunity. Again, defensively, you can see here, in a position, sort of in that right-back position, when the ball comes to him, to see the picture, just plays it round the corner. He has that relationship with Salah, of course he does, and he plays it really well there. Diag, I have to get a diag for Trent because he loves it. Little diag for you from right to left. Sees where the space is. Out you go to Gravenberch on that left-hand side. and we could have picked a lot more clips from him, but he was outstanding, he really was.
Yeah, well, let's have a look at his stats. Plenty of firsts on this list we're going to show you here, which, you know, you would expect from a man of the match performance.
But you wouldn't expect from a right fullback. Look at that, passes in the final third, 14 of them. He's looking to make things happen. A real creative player for Liverpool. 4 crosses. You can see first on the list there. Possession 1. I mean, double figures. That's really good from Trent. It is. Distance covered, just over 10k. He was 3rd. Do you know who was first?
I don't, but you're going to tell me, aren't you?
I'll tell you. It was the other fullback. Tsimikas was first.
OK, let's have a look at Trent's heat map. But maybe conversely to what you've just said about the right-back aspect. I mean, this does show more red in the traditional right-back area compared to what we've seen maybe in recent weeks.
I think we'll see Trent adapt, you know, for certain games, certain opposition. We're at City, toughest away game of the season, and he's had to adapt because he's up against Doku, who's an absolute flyer, and just had to do his right-back role a little bit more often. In other games, we'll see him near that centre circle. But yeah, we didn't see a lot of the ball. He had to do a little bit more defending, and you can see the heat map there showing that.
And that performance, of course, helped Liverpool come back from a goal down, which is not an unfamiliar position this season.
Yep, done it a few times. Liverpool have conceded actually the opening goal in 6 consecutive away games this season. That's the first time since 2006. We only lost 1 of them, though, so we've actually won 12 points from losing positions this season. That tells you about the mentality. Think about some of the games where we've been behind this season. Bournemouth at home, West Ham at home, Wolves away when we won that. It was a decent away one. Luton away, Brighton away. I think the best was probably Newcastle away, 1-0 down, and we ended up winning that one 2-1. And then that one at City as well just adds another one to that list. So the best in the Premier League from coming behind to get points.
And let's have a look at what the result means then for the top of the Premier League table. Well, it does mean that Liverpool drop to 3rd. That, of course, after Arsenal's 89th minute winner at Brentford.
Yeah, there's still a long way to go, but there's a different feel about it this season. We're in the mix, aren't we? We've had some tough away games, by the way. I mean, we've been to City, been to Tottenham, Newcastle, Brighton, all very tough away games so far this season. Our home form has been absolutely superb. It's more enjoyable this season because we're in the mix, aren't we? We were not in the top 4 at any point last season, but we are this season. Arsenal and City above us, but it's nice to be in that mix this season.
And Man City, of course, play Spurs next Sunday, so some points possibly going to be dropped there. We play Fulham, not having the best of seasons. How do you see that going?
Well, I mean, there's a lot of games coming up, isn't there, in December? Obviously, we're still in Europe as well, so a number of those teams there. There's big demands on the squad as well, so I'm sure there'll be a rotation of players. It'll be interesting. The points will be dropped. There's no doubt about that, but hopefully we can get a bit of momentum now that international break's going. A good point away at City. Let's take it into that performance against Fulham.
OK, thank you very much, Neil. Don't forget, you can see, of course, the full 30 minutes of our analysis in our members area.